A majority of the county's budget goes to public safety. These men and women put their lives on the line every day for Henry County. As a commissioner, I felt it was important to get a glimpse into what it's like to be on the job with public safety. I was given the opportunity to train with the Henry County Fire Rescue Department's newest class of recruits. It is an experience I will never forget. I admire their service and dedication to Henry County. I am thankful every day for their selfless commitment. Hi, I'm Commissioner D. Anglin here today with Chief Hicks.
All right, today is week 4. We're going to do catching hydrants, throwing ladders, and forcing doors. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right. So grab the hydrant bag you got off the truck. Grab the hose. We're going to pull to the hydrant. Just be mindful not to hit you in the face. There you go. I would walk out and then walk that way kind of scenario because it doesn't get in a bind. All right, we'll tell them to go.
Go.
All right, then we'll start attaching. Keep going. You'll hear it, trust me, you'll hear it. Just go till it goes. Yeah, you ain't gonna break it. It'll break you before you break it. There, you hear it going? All right, see how that pressure's coming up? If the caps are not on, all right, close it down. That pressure's coming out. And once you hear the clicks, when you turn it, there you go.
There you go.
And then now, we wanna make sure you get all that. That's right. Now the next thing we want to do is make sure that he's ready for water. We don't want to open it up in the middle of the street.
Ready for water?
Good to go. Now we'll open it up. Now is your gate valve closed? Yeah, it looks like it. You're good to go. See how if you don't get the kinks out, but it'll eventually work its way out. It's a lot of pressure and a lot of water moving right there. See how it works?
Yep. So when they're doing the 90-second drill, they're getting from the truck here set up in 90 seconds. That's
water is to there in 90 seconds. So we'll get to this. All right, so we have our prop here. I'm gonna show you how to force a prop, all right? So I'm gonna use my mechanical advantage on this ad side. Sometimes we teach them to shock a door. You'll see that in some videos, they shock a door. The only reason why we teach them to shock a door, if we do that, is say on residential or doors, some people do them little latch locks up here. Some people put them little bars.
Down low.
So you want to see where it gives, but you can simply do it by doing this right here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you see how it gave me that gap?
Yep.
So you have this door stop. If you know anything on the construction, when a door hits that, it's just a door stop, right?
Yep.
So I want this gap here. If I know the lock is around about here, see, I can take this right here and do this. See how it rocks? See how that curvature is? Now I'm worrying about surface tension, right? So I'm worried about surface tension. See how I'm getting that gap right there by just doing that?
Yep. So
what I can do, I got the gap there. I'm not using any of my strengths or my muscles right now. I'm just using my body. I'm holding this with this prying tool. Now what I want to do is mechanical advantage. See how I'm gapping it right there? See how that's working?
Yep.
I can actually come up here before I break anything, and I can stick my wedge right there. So basically what we do is we teach people to do that right there. Yep. So if I let this go, I captured everything I got.
You still got it, yep.
I still got it. It's not beating me. So if I go back to this, see I push down and break it?
Yep.
See how the axe fell into there? So basically I can do that. See daylight?
Yep.
If I want to make that gap even more, I got control of my axe. I can do this. See how it's set?
Yep.
I'm home. I'm home.
Check for heat.
Check for heat.
Gonna make sure the door's not unlocked.
Right, yeah, that's a good thing.
So I can go in. Then to check.
I just want to put pressure on it. Yep. And you can do that simply with your knee.
Got my knee there.
You gap it over, because normally, think about it, normally there's weather stripping there. That's all that is. Now the residential door, you're gonna have white wood here, basically. Just clean white wood, no different than the wood that we're using for the prop. It breaks super easily. All right. If you need to hold it with your knee and foot, then there you go. But gravity is your friend. So you get that surface tension of the head. Now, once you get that, just roll it straight down.
Straight down.
It's an art of getting that. You shouldn't have to touch the axe. There you go.
Got it.
Once you get that thing, the axe will go in there. See how it gets in the.
Beat it.
All right, now you can use that wedge to drive that gap. All right. Now, nope. Turn it around. Use that in. Remember, you're gonna go to the 15 and 1. Turn it around. There you go. Get you a little daylight. Press it to the door. All the way. You're home. They're there. 3-point it. Look at that. Now we'll control the door.
Pull it back.
Yep, because we want to control that flow path.
Apparatus.
That's right. So this being a roof ladder, we throw ladders for basically 2 different reasons. One is ventilation on top of the roof. So think about if you shake a can up, a soft drink, you're popping that top and that you're releasing the pressure. So if I'm releasing that volatile atmosphere up top, it makes it survival inside. So that's one of the reasons why we throw ladders, to get on top of roofs. The next main reason why we throw ladders is on 2-story residentials, 3-story commercials, whatever it may be. If you have a 3rd floor, well, if we're on that 3rd floor, we get into a situation where we have to get out a window. We got to have means of egress. So we throw ladders. You'll see it on videos that we're throwing ladders on all the windows, so that if we need to bail out, we have a way to get out, not down the stairs the way we came in. So that's the main reason why we throw ladders. So that makes sense?
Yep.
This is just basic carries. So you want to do the low shoulder carry. So we'll put it on the beam. And then all you can do is you can either start here and then rotate into it, or you can pick it up using your legs. Make sure you get the, there you go, the pivot point there. And then what we'll do is we'll just do the walk up beam method. So we'll put it up against the structure, lay it down. It kind of butts the ladder. So you'll go to the head of it, and then you can either slide down the beam or you can walk it up the rungs. That's correct. Looking up overhead obstructions, don't forget about that. You don't want to be that contact. So we'll bring it out. Now normally if this is the window we're trying to throw at, it ain't gonna work out. We would have to roll it into the window. But I'm just, the general of throwing the ladder. That's all we're doing right now. So that may need to come out for more. All right, climbing style is one thing. Rescue style will make it more steeper. If I have to bail out, I want more of a slope for a slide if that comes out. Yeah, but there you go. You stand on it. Make sure that you have that 90 degree. Good to go. See that kind of, I think you're good. All right. We'll set it right here, coming this way that we get out of the sun. All right, lay it down for me. Okay, no different than the roof ladder, right? This is just a 24-foot extension ladder. So you have the main section here, no different than that, right?
Yep.
Then you have the fly section. So the fly section is what moves, all right? A little bit difference here. You still have the feet down here basically, but you have a halyard. A halyard is what's gonna use that pulley to push it up, right?
Yep.
And then you have the dogs right here. See the dogs right there? We've got little beaks. They have to be locked in each time, if that makes sense.
Yep.
All right. Carries are no different. You can do the carries the same way, all right? So if I'm doing a carry this way, it's a lot heavier ladder, right?
Yep.
So I can either do the low carry, find your pivot point. This one ain't marked, right? That's why it's always good for companies to mark their ladders. The pivot point's right here, right? I can either do that, or I can set it up on my knee, get my little angle here. I can do what you want to do, right? Right?
Yep.
Normally my feet would be the other way. but I'm just trying to get the gist of it, right? The high shoulder, no difference. I can come down here, push it right here, walk it down to my pivot point, and then once I get there, I'm good to go. And I can go wherever I need to go. No different. It's awkward, and it's going to be different because it's heavy. You want to try those 3 methods? So you can see the dogs right here really good.
Oh yeah.
See how it, once it comes up, it comes all the way down, so you got to go back up to lock them in. So if you want to, you can get on this side. That way it's on here and the feet. However you want to carry it.
Okay. And then we always get feet first.
Feet first. So if you want to carry it over here, then I'll show you how to do the halyard. Remember, picking it up, you can lay it on your knee. There you go. See how if you don't get that pivot point, it can be kind of canny. Yep. It can be. So here is okay. If you want to, put the fly section down. That makes sense?
Yep.
Doesn't matter. And I'll tell you why.
This section down.
That's right. All right. So, general thing is the building is healing it, right? Yep. Looking for overhead obstructions, do the same method.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and pick it up.
Heal it first, right?
Well, the building is kind of healing it for you, right? That's why this is so easy in general. People are like, why is the fly section in? But remember, we're going to roll it into the window. You see what I'm saying? Yep. So bring it out a little bit. Now when we get to a roof, we're going to raise it 3 to 5 rungs above the peak. All right. Okay. So here's a couple things. You can heal it right here. See how I got my foot on one side, my knee on the other. I bring it out, and then I'm holding it right here. I'm using this. See?
Okay.
You see how the dogs and the locks and all are working right there? In order for it to do, you got to do that. Oh, I got to go. Keep going. So, see? If you go too far, see what happens?
Gotcha.
If I want to do a couple of things, all right? So say the window's over here that I want to go to. I'm going to bring it out, right? I'm going to get to my angle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it into the window. Now, by then, I'm ready to go 90s to 100, put my tools up, I'm ready to go into the window.
Okay.
But if you pop the window beforehand, all that work, time's ticking. Make sense?
Lost 90 seconds.
That's right. There's multiple a way to do it. The best way for this is, see how cantywampus this is? You can bring it out if you want to, but it sits there and does that a lot of times. Okay. You gotta watch how you do it. Most of the time it's just easier to bring it in, do it like that, bring it off a little bit. Once you get down, you can let it ride, Clyde, and lock it in. So
when you're pulling it up, just out of curiosity, and you know you gotta go further up, do you have to clear one rung at a time, or can you clear multiple? You
can clear multiple at a time. It's just that you have to make sure it's locked when it comes back down. Because I can literally bring it off the building. You know, I can do that, but you see how you got to make sure that's clear before you lock it in and set it down. Make sense?
Yep.
I always try to, because I'm short, I always try to think of things that help me make it better. All right, if you want to try, you already did the raising. If you want to try the maneuvering up and down, just trying to go too far. I don't want to hit that gutter. Make sure you control the,
right
yeah, you can just do this. If need to, just go all the way till it locks, stop, reset, and pull it again if you need be. I wouldn't wrap your hand, I just grab up, go down. Just remember, you can multitask by taking this.
Well, I just figured, yeah.
And pushing up as you're pulling.
A lot because the gloves are so slippery.
Yep. So this is actually one of the tests in our PAT. They have to all the way up, all the way down. This is why we do it for right here.
Okay.
So bring it off the building, because you don't, just watch your fingers and hands. Maybe you got to get all the way up to past that. All right, now come down. Now pretty much you can just let it slide, Clyde. All right, now bring it up, lock it in. You're good to go. Now we have some that are, this is a continuous, it's already in there. Some are tied, but that takes time to untie it, raise it up. That's why we keep it continuous. That's why it's easy deployment. Ones, right? Easily deploy. Yep. And then what we do is in reverse, take it down, carry it back. Still making sure that no overhead obstructions. Remember, that building is your healer if you're by yourself. So if you need to, walk it to it or it'll get wonky. There you go. Good to go. Hey, bud. Hurry up. Hurry up. All right. Taking it back. Always good on that side. I would go always feet first. So yeah, there you go. Now remember, you can pick it up and lay it right here and then shoot it in if you need to. That way you save your back a little. You didn't get that pivot point too well, did you? Yeah. That's why it's always good to have that marker on there. So Commissioner, today kind of recap, you caught a hydrant. You understand the 90 seconds, why we do it 90 seconds. You forced an inward swinging door and an outward swinging door, a way. You threw a roof ladder, you threw an extension ladder in one way. There's multitudes of ways of doing things, but you experienced a way. So what's your experience and what do you think about it?
So I think understanding the time becomes so crucial in getting into the structure itself. Understanding you're also working with an elevated heart rate at the same time because you're trying to move quickly. And the things that we're using aren't light. They're
not light, no sir. And there's a difference between a roof ladder weight-wise and then an extension ladder, especially when you have about 60 pounds of gear on. So you have to understand why our physical fitness is a priority. So.
Yep. Right. No, I appreciate it today. Thank you all again.
No problem. Thank you, sir. Anytime.